Hello, welcome to class. My name is Jamie, and today we're going to be doing about a 45-minute gentle flow. Let's go ahead and get settled on our mats. Find a nice, comfortable sitting position. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Hold for a few seconds, out through the mouth. Let's do about 3 rounds of those. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, through the nose. Hold, 1, 2, 3, 4. Try a longer exhale than you had before through the mouth. Really focusing on being right here in this moment on your mat. If I could offer putting your hand, one hand to your chest and one hand to your belly. Just breathing normal. Taking notice how a deeper breath feels. Noticing that kinder touch. Inhale through the nose, filling up the belly. Exhaling through the mouth. Try inhaling, filling the belly as well as the chest, noticing how that feels. Go ahead and take a few more deep breaths. If you feel comfortable on that exhale, make an audible noise. We'll do one more deep inhale. When you're ready, join me in a cross-legged position. Bringing palms together at the chest. Giving a little push in towards the wrists. Just really becoming here in this moment. Take a moment to look around where you're at. Taking in the walls, the curtains. Perhaps deciding on what you'll use as a focal point. Just wherever you were this morning, letting that go and becoming here and present in this moment. And when you're ready, we're going to stay in the seated position. We're going to take our right hand to our left knee. Left hand goes towards the back for a gentle twist. Turning your eye gaze towards the back of your back if that feels comfortable. Remembering to breathe. Inhale, rotating, bringing your right hand to your left knee. Right hand comes behind you. Letting out an exhale, you gently turn to a twist. Eye gaze can go behind the back if it's comfortable. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale as you twist. Exhale when you arrive. Turning the head if you'd like more stretch. Inhale as we change sides. Exhale as you bring your hand down to your knee, right hand towards the back. Remember, moves are always gentle and never forced. Nothing should ever hurt. And you can release that. Bring your right hand overhead. Take a large inhale. Exhale as you bend to the side for a side bend. You can even put your right hand across the knee for a different type of stretch. And bring your hands back up to center. Big inhale as you take your right hand to your left knee. Bending the left for a side bend. And releasing that when you're ready. Arms come out in front of you. Grasping your hands together. We're going to round the back as we reach forward, bringing our chin to our chest. Breathing in. Option to even round that back and straighten it as you reach. With your arms, you're reaching out to find length. Do 2 or 3 more of those. Trying to inhale and exhale with the breath as you move. And when you're ready, we're going to take both arms behind your back. You can clap if you can keep your arms right to the side of you, or option to clasp your hands in the back. Drawing the hands down towards the ground, shoulders back, shoulder blades are coming together. Option to lean the head back just a little bit. Keeping in touch with the inhale and exhale. Take 2 more. And exhale. Bringing your palms to the front of your legs, putting palms down to the floor. We're going to come down on our knees, or bringing your forearms down to the ground. We're going to inhale and just bend forward, bringing our chin to our chest, rounding the back. Remembering to inhale and exhale. Option to walk the hands out further in front of you if you like. This is a good exercise if you sit all day. Releases some of that tension. And come up when you're ready. We'll go through that one more time with less words. Bringing palms to your center. Breathing in, breathing out. Bringing palms to chest and belly. Deep inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Both arms above your head. Inhale as you twist, bringing the right hand to the left knee into a gentle twist. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, bringing left hand to left knee. Taking the gaze over the back. And releasing. Taking your left hand to your left knee. Right arm overhead as we do a side bend. And feel free to take that as far down as it's comfortable. Releasing, bringing the right arm to the left knee. Left arm above your head. Side bend. Remembering to breathe through these holded stretches. And releasing. Taking palms down to the ground in a forward fold. Tucking the chin to the chest. Bringing the head closely to the floor if that's accessible for you. If not, just hang out where it is. Making sure to breathe. Option to walk the hands out a little further in front of you. And walk the hands back up. Inhale as you bring hands up overhead. Interlacing the hands. Turning the hands up towards the sky. Nice tall stretch. As if you're trying to reach your hands up towards the ceiling. And release. Bringing hands behind the back. Option to let them rest right on the floor. Or clasping the hands behind your back. Option to stay right here. You can even bend forward just a bit. And when you're ready, join me on all fours. As if we're in a crawling position. On hands and knees. This is a good time to check in to make sure you have a nice strong base. Arms are underneath the shoulders. Knees are comfortably under the pelvis. You can press your feet into the mat and feel the strength. Now on the inhale, we're going to lift the right foot up and back, forming a straight line. Now anchoring that right hand, we're going to inhale and lift the left arm. Continuing to breathe. Option to use a wall if it's nearby to kind of help prop up your feet, your foot in the air. And when you're ready, come back down onto all fours. We're going to kick out that left foot, rising it halfway. Find your strength. Anchoring into the right hand, anchoring into the left hand, rising the right arm off the ground. Eye gaze is forward. Navel is drawn up. Our foot is pushed into the ground. Hold it for 3, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and lean your bottom down towards your feet. Put your head down in child's pose. This is an opportunity to catch your breath, relax your muscles. Continuing to connect with your breath. Having technical difficulties. Go ahead and take the opportunity to move your hips from side to side. Perhaps going in circles towards the right. I'll have to remember to print this out. And when you're done circling, tuck your toes under your bottom. Getting ready to lift your hips towards the sky. I'm gonna pedal the feet. Feel free to take your pelvis back more. And when you're ready, walk towards the top of your mat. Inhale, bringing arms up overhead. Inhale. As you exhale, taking your hands down towards the toes. Inhale, bringing your palms to the knees, making your head nice and straight, pulling the hips back, but lengthening the head. Exhale as you come back down to the ground, exhaling all of your air. Inhale, arms up towards the sky, arms up above your head. Hands to heart center. Taking your palms right to the small of your back. Gently, a small, gentle back bend. Option to take your you're taking your neck to the chest to deepen that stretch. And releasing when you're ready. If you'd like to do one more of those, hands on the hip. Inhale, gently go back. And you can go as far back as is comfortable as for your body. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up to the sky. We're gonna take an exhale as we come and we sit, almost as if we're sitting in a chair. Option to put your hands on your chest or on your hips, or option to have the hands out in front of you. This will offer you a little more stability if you're going down further. Or option to put arms overhead. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up into a standing position. Arms up overhead. Exhale as you bend down towards your toes. Bringing palms to knees, flat back, extending the crown of the head. Exhale, bringing your arms to the ground. Inhale, coming up into standing with hands over your head. This next part I will demonstrate. You're going to have your feet about 2 to 3 feet apart. Your front toe will be facing towards the front of your mat. Your back foot will be at a 90-degree angle. So you'll have kind of something like this going on. You may find that you get a little off balance in this position. Your feet do not need to be directly in line. They can be off a bit, maybe 6 inches. That will help you find your balance. We're gonna lift both arms halfway up. Your gaze will be toward your front hand. Deeply bend your knee. Option to bring arms up overhead. Option to go with a deeper lunge. And come back to the center. Inhale. Push, both feet should be pointing towards the side of your mat. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale as you bring palms down to the ground. Feel free to swing your head. Option to hold the elbows if you want to get a little more weight, countering on the back of the back. When you're ready, inhale, coming back up into that standing position. We're going to turn the right foot pointing towards the front of the mat, turning your back foot at that 90-degree angle. Bend, deep bends into that right foot, tucking the pelvis in. Arms can stay at the side. Arms can go right in front of your eye gaze, or arms can go ahead, up above your head. Inhale, exhale, and see if you can bend into that knee just a little more. Your back foot may come off the mat, and that's okay. And when you're ready, release the knee, turning back towards the center. These next few poses will include balance. Hands on your hips. Eye gaze forward. That's going to help you with your balance. So you can take your right toe and just lean it against your left foot. Eye gaze straight ahead. Breathing here. Next option is if you'd like to lift your right foot just a little higher on the leg. So inhale, bring the leg up. Option to rise arms above your head. If you choose one focal point with your eyes, that can help keep balance. If you fall out of the position, give yourself grace and just try again. Starting with the right toe up against. And if this is where you are today, that's great. If you'd like to try to move up the leg, or if you'd like to try, I will tell you this is where I'm still practicing. You can also use a wall if you want to try to get even higher up. I find that I do not have that kind of balance, and it's a nice goal to have. Okay. Let's try it on our left side. Point the left toe, leaning the left foot against the right leg. Finding strength and imagining that the foot almost has anchor points, holding the foot down, making it heavy. Another trick to help you is to squeeze the inner thighs in. That will give you some more strength and balance. Option to keep the hands on the hips. And once you have your focal point, inhale. And if you'd like to try to lift up, and another option is to always go higher, which is just not my skill set. You may find that one side is much easier to balance on than the other. For me, my left side is definitely wobblier. Bring your right foot forward. Bringing the arms overhead. You'll be on your left tippy toe. Option to stay right here or to lift the left foot just a little bit off the ground. Exhale. Inhale, try that again. On your exhale, you may notice your foot goes up a little higher. Inhale, exhale. Find your focal point. Squeeze inward. Option to put the arms out like an airplane. It helps with balance. And release. Let's try the other leg. Right leg points back on the toe. Option to stay right here. Inhale, option to lift the foot just a few inches off the ground. Hands can stay at side or out like an airplane. Squeezing the thigh muscles in, finding something to look at on the wall. And release. And we'll try that one more time. On your exhale, you may be able to get up just a little further. Inhale, up. Exhale. For me, I'm finding this side is more wobblier, but much easier to find my balance. And release. And go ahead and shake it out if you're feeling a little tight in the muscles. The next one we're going to do is very similar to that, but we're going to be grabbing the foot. So we'll start the same way. Let's take our right foot to the tippy toe. Option to put your hands on your chest. Eye gaze up. Inhale, bringing the foot to the hand. Option to use a wall if that is not accessible. So lifting when you find your balance. Option to lift more. Kind of curl the back. Your left hand can go in front to help with some counterbalance. Oh, I'm feeling wobbly today. I'm going to shake that out when you're ready. We'll try that on the other side. Left foot back. Left hand extended to be ready to catch that foot. And lift. Squeezing the thighs in for more balance. Pushing the foot and hand against each other. Arm can go out in front. If you're curious, you can try closing your eyes and see what that does. I've tried that myself, haven't quite mastered that one yet. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale as we fold down to our mat. Taking a bend in the knees. Finding kind of a frog squat position here. And you can move forward and backwards. And come up on the balls of your feet if there's nothing bothering you. And when you're ready, join me in a seated position in the center of your mat. When you're ready, extend your legs open as wide as the front of your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, bringing the hands down to the ground in a seated forward fold. On the exhale, walk your hands out a little more. Really find your breath here. Option to walk your hands to the right side or the left side. And when you're ready, join me in a seated pose. I'm going to suggest leg over leg. If you tend to always have the right leg on top, try putting the left leg on top. This can be very helpful for people who sit and cross their legs all day, just to give that other hip some extra stretching. And just inhale and gently forward. You may feel some tightness in the hip. As you breathe, send your air back to where you feel that tightness. And breathe into the tightness. If it feels good, send a rock to the right or the left. And when you're ready, switch to the other leg, putting the other leg on top. Inhaling, gently bending forward. And these are soft movements. We're not forcing anything. There should be no pain. For me, I find if I rock to the left, I can feel more tension. So maybe you feel tension when you roll in a certain way. Remembering to breathe into these tight places. And coming up when you're ready. If you can turn to the other side of your mat, holding your knees together, and I'm just going to kind of rock back. And if that's comfortable, you can rock up and down a few times. We want to use the core to rock, not momentum. So try using your core muscles. And this can sometimes offer some relief to some of those vertebrae. You look adorable. And if you don't like that, come on down to your back.
Nope, I got it.
It's going to be kind of funny. So have fun with this one. So go ahead and go back down to your back. Grabbing your feet or your ankles. You can grab your big toes, the outside or the insides of your feet, whichever is most comfortable. Let your hips really fall out to the side. You feel a lot of tension letting go in your back. And if it feels good, you can gently rock from side to side. This is called Happy Baby. It's good for the lower back tension. And if you want to, you can even rock all the way down to the ground. I have a little trouble getting up when I do that though. This is also a nice hip opener for sexy time. And when you're ready, bring your hands down to the ground. And gently flip over onto your stomach. We're going to take our arms flat to the ground. We're going to gently lift a curve in our back, lifting the head up, lifting the chest up. You can take your eye gaze up. If you'd like more stretch, you can come up on unbending the arms, turning them straight up into cobra. And when you're ready, bringing the hips back into child's pose. Opening the knees about the length of your mat. Setting your bottom back into that space. Option to stretch the arms in front of you. Option to come up and down. If you'd like to get even more, you can take your feet out like a frog, taking your feet out towards the outside of your mat. If that's a little too much on the knees, just bring your feet flat against the length of your mat. And you can just rest back in there. Or you can kind of bounce with it. Each time imagining that your sternum is trying to get longer. An option just to lay here, catch your breath. When you're ready, lay flat on your stomach. Gently roll over to your back. Palms of your hands are going to stay flat against your mat. Feet are firmly grounded. Lifting your hips up into the air in bridge pose. Option to clasp the hands together to feel a bit more stretch in the arms and the shoulders. And release when you're ready. With knees up in the air, take your left knee, cross it over your right knee. You can stay right here, or you can lift the right leg off of the ground. And you can pull the left leg towards you if you'd like a deeper stretch. You can kind of roll side to side if that helps. And when you're ready, switch sides. Keeping aware of your breath. Option to pull the right leg closer to you if you'd like a deeper stretch. Option to wiggle back and forth a bit. Or option to keep the foot on the ground to lessen the stretch. Bring both feet flat to the mat. We're going to bend the left knee and we're going to turn over to the right side. Get a gentle back, very gentle stretch. Option to push on the hip forward if you'd like a little more. Option to lay the left hand back. If you feel any tightness, sending breath down into the area that needs it. And when you're ready, come to center. Putting the left leg flat against the mat, bending the right knee, dropping it off to the left side. Option to let it lay where it's comfortable. Option to let the knee come more towards the floor. Option to extend the right arm out towards the other side. Breathing into the pose. And when you're ready, come back to center. Unbend your knees, allowing the feet to flop out if that's comfortable, allowing the arms to come out towards the side, finding your breath, relaxing. Spend about 5 minutes in this position. Perhaps you can think of the things you've been holding on to lately. Any resentments, any hostility. Perhaps there's a situation you don't have control over. This is a place where you can let that go. All you need to do now is focus on the in and out of your breath. If you'd like a saying to go with your breath, you can inhale, letting in love. Exhale, letting go of things that do not serve me. And as you feel ready, start waking up the body. Take gentle movements if you need to. Thank you for taking this time for yourself. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope you'll come to every class I ever do, knowing that you are the one that gave me the confidence and made it all happen.
That was